Hey, everybody. What's up? Hey. Thanks, everybody, for jumping on here. Appreciate it. Hope your day is going well and you're ready to take some notes, ready to learn, ready to grow. Okay? So thanks so much for jumping on. This is definitely one of those feeds that you're going to want to share this feed with your friends, your family. What's up, Ivan?
What is going on? How are you?
I'm doing amazing. All right. Thanks for your flexibility. I appreciate it. All right. Great.
Absolutely.
So thank you. I'm going to jump right in here because we were on the wrong page, y'all. So thanks for you guys' patience for jumping on here. So first, let me just kind of introduce to you who I asked to join me. These are friends of mine. And I want to say, first thing, that understand that when you start talking about growing, advancing, increasing, it's going to always happen in a team. Most people that I know that are highly successful, it is a team sport because I don't care how smart you are, no one person has all the answers. And so a lot of times you learn in the conversations, right? So I asked my girl, my sister Monet Long, to come on here. This girl literally owns tax offices all over the country. She's constantly managing this one, managing that one, and it's helping people get their credit together, helping people get funded. And then Ivan is just a complete crypto genius. I mean, both of their stories are very much from rags to riches, living their dream, doing their thing, and then also realizing that, it's a lot more to life. And so one of the things that I wanted to dig on tonight, and I want to welcome all the millionairesses that are coming in. Thank you guys so much for jumping on here. Hey, Erica. Hey, Destiny. Hey, y'all. Make sure you share this with your friends and family. But one of the things that I wanted to address tonight was the state of the economy, because 2020 is either going to end up being the best year of your life economically,
yes,
or it's going to be the worst year of your life because you fed into the fear, into the panic. And so you really do have a lot of decisions to make right now. One of the things that I really want to make sure that everybody understands, this is the time to adopt an early adopter mindset. This is the time to pivot. This is the time to change. This is the time to ask questions, to get inquisitive, to dig in, because there's no shortage of money on the earth, right? There's a shortage of information, but once you get the information, just know a lot of this stuff, you're going to have to stick and move, figure it out as you go. So first I want to go to you, Monet. Just talk a little bit about what you're doing right now. We know you own quite a few tax offices. What are some of the things that you're seeing, and what are some of the things that you're saying, hey, we got to make sure that we educate our people on what's happening so they can make sure they're prepared?
Well, one thing, as you said, there is not a lack of money right now. They have so many different government bailouts, especially the PPP. So definitely, because my business is taxes and credit, I totally got involved in helping small business owners and getting funded with these different government programs like the PPP and the EIDL. So the PPP, what it is a government stimulus for small business owners. It's actually a bailout. What's ironic this year is usually when we have crises and things like that, they usually bail out the big banks. Well, now they're bailing out the small business owners. I mean, I don't care if you're a barber, a beautician, a side hustler, whether you have a lawn care service, there is money available for your business. So that's definitely one of the things that I'm doing, and I'm loving it. I mean, people are getting hundreds and thousands of dollars right now just by having a small business.
Now, we talked about this too, that for those of you that are getting that money, make sure that you're actually investing in something that's going to multiply. Don't kick back, be like, I'm chilling. No, it's not a vacation. Go out and figure out how you're going to multiply that money, or flip that money, because that money is going to have to be paid back in a lot of cases, right? So that's good. So small businesses, helping those small businesses, getting aggressive about helping people get that money. Now, Ivan, let me go to you, because I know you're a big crypto guy. What are you kind of seeing? Ivan, was a matter of fact, was one of the first guys in, I don't know, probably the whole state of Florida that bought a multiple $1 million condo with Bitcoin, right? You was all in the news and stuff, Ivan.
That's right.
Yeah, congrats on that. Congrats on that with Bitcoin. So what would you say? So what would you say the state of the economy? What would you want people to know about what's happening in the economy right now?
Okay, so Jewel, can you hear me loud and clear? Because I'm actually driving. Let me show you where I'm at right now. Okay.
Yes.
I am in Miami. Okay, beautiful. Okay, and I had to jump on this call because I want to share with you guys what I'm personally doing, and I believe that my biggest teachers in life were individuals like Jewel, were individuals like me, were individuals like Jewel's friend that I would pick their brains. And guys, every single day I am speaking to individuals that are really good at what they're good at. So, for example, last night I was watching where to move in case there was an apocalypse, okay? Not because I believe that's going to happen, but I want to be prepared. Just in case, I want to learn how to. But we don't know what is going to happen.
We're starting to lose you.
Our families. We have control over our finances. We have control over how we could protect our loved ones and have options. And this is what Jewel teaches: how to have options, financial options, how to have a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh line of income, how to invest into a hybrid like Bitcoin, which is an asset, the number one performing asset, bigger than Apple, bigger than Amazon, bigger than Visa, bigger than MasterCard, bigger than any asset in the past 10 years, okay? It is the number one performing asset, which is Bitcoin. And it's also currency. So this is a crazy hybrid, all right? So, ladies and gentlemen, we are in very weird times right now that you and I do not have control, but what we have control is over what we can do with our family, what we can do with our finances, what we can do with the additional line of incomes, how we can have our money work for us, how we could work digitally, and how to benefit off of things like we just heard, which were those. There's no scarcity of money right now. There is none. This is the most money I have ever made in my life right now.
It's the truth. It's the truth. This has been like the largest economic boom.
Yes.
For a lot of people. Ivan, were you about to try to say something? Ivan, you going in and out.
No, I'm listening. I'm
listening. Okay, cool. Yeah, this has been like the largest economic boom for myself, for Ivan, for Monet. And we wanted to make sure, I wanted to do this call because I wanted to make sure that this is the largest economic boom for Erica, for Destiny, for all of you that are on here right now. I wanted to make sure that you are not running scared, so to speak, but that you realize that this is your time, Portia, to say, let me start moving aggressively, going after the money, finding out where I need to be investing. Okay, we're about to say something, Ivan. I'll see you.
Right.
And it's about being independent. No one is going to come see you. Not a president, not a job, not a boss, not mommy and daddy, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend. No one. It is up to you. This is why it's an all-around thing. We need to invest in knowledge. We need to invest in courses. We need to invest in cryptocurrency. We need to invest in ourselves to get healthier. We need to eat right. This is the time to really get it together, ladies and gentlemen, because the lazy era where we thought that it was just going to fall on our lap, it's done. It is done. We see what is happening, and it's not about fear. It is about being conscious. It's about being conscious individuals and understand what is going on. Who really looks out for you? You. It is time that we all come together. These tools right here that Jewel talks about every single day, these tools that the company that we're a part of talk about every single day are preparing us for these type of situations. Jewel, tell me if I'm right or wrong. This is the most we've ever reported in our life. Yes or yes?
Yes. Hands down. And like he said, Bitcoin.
This is I've ever been rewarded in my life. And it's because it's like, guys, pick up a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. The first few chapters of that book, they said, stop buying liabilities and start buying assets. Because the assets give you options. It's not the Lambo. It's not the penthouse. It is not the fame. It is options. This is what I'm about. Options. If I'm in Costa Rica, I can move to Costa Rica. If I want to move to Thailand, I can move to Thailand because I have income streams coming in. Just like a tax business. We could do tax businesses straight on the phone. We got to think outside the box.
Yeah.
And here's the beautiful part about it. That the tools are there. The education is there. The right mentors like Jewel is there.
Yeah. No, that's
open up that, tune in, your divine self.
No, that's so good. The information's there.
I get Jewel. I just left a boxing.
He just left a boxing class. He's like, let's go. I love it. Monet,
That's
because what you say, Ivan? You gotta let somebody else talk.
We gotta take care of
Ivan, can you hear me?
I'm so sorry.
No, you fired up. You fired up. That's why I got you coming back tomorrow. I love it. Monet, and I know you driving. And so I know we're going to get you back on tomorrow too. But Monet, talk a little bit about what's happening in unemployment. And I don't think most of the people that are on here right now may or may not be taking advantage of unemployment. But I want people to know, because unemployment is about to come to an end. They're talking about possibly doing some more stimulus checks. But first of all, let's talk about what's happening with unemployment. And then let's go on and say those stimulus checks that you've been helping people to get, what are some of the things they need to be looking at doing right now?
So, that's what target this conversation between you and I. We was talking the other day about unemployment, and we was talking how unemployment is getting ready to come to an end. But people don't really understand the tax ramification of unemployment. If you get unemployment for 29 weeks, was it 39 weeks? Just think about if you get the whole $700, between $600 and $700. That's almost $30,000 of unearned income.
Wow.
So now when these people get ready to file their taxes and they've made $30,000 and they have dependents, they're not going to get a refund. They're going to actually owe. So I sat back and I did the math, because I'm thinking about, my clients or what have you. If you go a single female and you get 39 weeks of unemployment, just say that's $29,000, right? You're going to owe the IRS. You're going to owe almost $2,000 because the income is taxable, for one, and it's unearned. So even the ones with two dependents, a lady that gets the full unemployment is going to be about $30,000 with two dependents. Usually they'll get back anywhere between $8,000 and $10,000 with two dependents. Well, now they're going to owe state and federal. So people don't understand that it doesn't make sense to ride this unemployment out. You want to diversify your income. Yes, you get it because you need it to stimulate you, but you don't ride it out the whole 39 weeks because it's not going to benefit you. It's actually going to hurt you more than it will help you.
Yeah. So we're really in a time where people, like, you almost have to get to a point where you start learning new information, where you start educating yourself. Because what's happening now, even with everything kind of rolling back, so to speak, now you're talking about the restaurant industry being impacted. AMC has already filed bankrupt. A lot of offices that were going to open are not going to open. And so we are really in a highly digital space. Like, in other words, if it's not digital, if you can't add digital or virtual to whatever business you're thinking about doing, I wouldn't do it. And I really think that we need to be putting money, we need to be saving silver. We need to be saving gold. We need to be saving cryptocurrency. We need to be learning how to trade foreign exchange. And then also looking for those real estate deals. And you better make sure it's a really good deal, because I think that we're in the first phase of this quote unquote recession because of 19. And I really think that by, Christmas, we can really even see the real estate industry take a very hard can really take a hit. So one thing that I was talking to when I did the virtual legacy conference with Robert and Kim Kiyosaki, one of the things that Kim said, she said, Jewel, the lower income housing, if you go, not only can you make social impact by buying and rehabbing, but you don't have to ever worry about people saying they can't afford it. When there's a squeeze, people are, they're leaving their beautiful mansions, and even some middle class are going to lower. So even when you start talking about, real estate, you're going to have to really buy at a smart price. Everything is about entry and exit, right? So Ivan, I'm going to go back to you, and I know you're on the road, so I really appreciate you jumping on here really quick, brother, and I know we're going to get you back on tomorrow. But just talk a little bit about, how important it is to pivot right now. Because as you said, everything is changing. And so I think for the people that have taken on an early adopter mindset, those people are going to be in a good place. But those people who are kind of slow to move, methodical, over analytical, talk about how you think, that's going to end up looking. Because I definitely think we're in the middle of a separation. People are either going to be rich or they're going to be poor. Winners are going to win, and losers are going to lose unless they really change some things. Can you hear me, Ivan?
Joe, was that for me?
Yeah, that was for you.
It is extremely choppy, but can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
As long as you can hear me, then we are good, okay? Can you repeat the question one more time?
So basically, right now is like, so with the economy and the way everything is right now, I think adopting an early adopter mindset right now is extremely important. Like making up in your mind that you're going to pivot, that you're going to change, because there is a lot of unpredictability on what's going to happen. But thankfully, because of education, we can create our own economy. And I do think people are either going to be rich or going to be poor. So talk a little bit about the mindset, which you did talk a little bit about, getting really hungry for education, how important that is right now.
Absolutely. Great question, Jules. So I believe that it's those that first take advantage, those that are going to make the most amount of money. Those that invest in Amazon first, those that invested in Apple first made the most amount of money. Those that invested in Facebook, or that opened up a Facebook page, or that opened up an Instagram page, or that started uploading videos on YouTube. Those that bought Bitcoin when Bitcoin was $1. Think about where they're at today. Let me question. I told you Bitcoin was going to be multi six figures. Each Bitcoin was going to be over 100.
Hey, Ivan, we're losing you. Ivan, you're choppy. Hey, Ivan. I don't think you can hear me. Hey, Ivan, you're choppy. You're choppy. Let's do it I'm going to have you back on here tomorrow because you're choppy right now. Ivan, can you hear me? You're choppy, brother.
Oh.
He gone.
Oh.
Ivan, you're choppy. We can't hear you.
Okay.
Okay. All right, cool. So what I wanted to say was, what he was saying is that Bitcoin in 2009 was a penny. Today, we're sitting at right around $9,000.
For one coin.
And all the experts, including him, are saying it's headed to $250,000.
Wow.
Within the next couple of years. So where would you say, you need to be investing? You would need to be investing in something like Bitcoin.
Absolutely. And
so what I really want to encourage those of you that are listening, pull back those layers. Think about whatever business you have now, whether it's restaurant, whether it's education. I mean, even with teachers, they're talking to teachers about, what the school year is going to look like, right? Are they going to go back to school? Are they going to stay home? If they stay home, are they going to make as much as money as when they went in the class? What are the students going to be learning like if they're learning virtually? So I think that this conversation has to happen for the entire family, because if your children are now home with you, we really have to be having a conversation with them about how to adapt and dominate in this virtual space. So the state of the economy is not just, is my paycheck going to be impacted, but it's also about, how is this going to impact the long haul, and who are going to be the future innovators that create major spaces in this virtual space? So, Monet, anything you want to comment on that, honey?
I just want to make sure everybody's using the opportunity to go out here and get this money, because it's a lot of available. They had closed it out on June the 30th, but because it's still $130 billion available, they've extended the PPP up to August the 6th.
Wow.
So again, everybody that has a small business, you don't even have to have an EIN number or a corporation. You can be a sole proprietor and still qualify for this funding.
So let me ask you, so the person that owns a bit, so the PPP, do they have to pay that back?
So what they're doing, they're proposing right now, that people that get up to 150,000, they may not have to pay it back. They already have a forgiveness program out, but now they're saying that the banks don't even want to work these loans, and so they're asking Congress to just forgive these loans. So
wow.
More than likely, if you got up to $150,000, you may not even have to pay it back. So why would you not apply? And then for those independent contractors, because you're only applying for yourself because you don't have any employees other than yourself, your loan is automatically almost forgiven. So
wow,
so much amazing opportunity.
So it's an opportunity. So guys, if you want more information on that, get on info@jeweltanker.com. Send your name, phone number. We'll send that over to Monet. She'll get on the phone with you, help you get approved for your PPP. Like she said, they're working on a forgiveness program for that. So that's a great opportunity for you to say, hey, let me take this money and not go to Saks Fifth Avenue, but maybe to buy some Bitcoin, to buy some silver, to buy some gold. And I think that's the main thing, is don't just sit there and see that. And so if you're interested, again, get on info@jeweltanker.com, and then we'll send your information over to Monet's firm, and then we'll start walking you through to help you get that money. So Ivan, for the people because I think that just like during pain points in history, when you look at pain points, there were great opportunities. And this is when you saw a lot of people become wealthy. You know what I mean? Destiny said, will she help you after you receive the funds? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because you got to make sure you do all that stuff. You got to be real compliant with that stuff. But there are a lot of people who made a lot of money. And this is just the last question I have for you, brother. for the people that, because I believe from this, they're going to be people that really dominate in this time, because you need to be talking to your children.
Yes.
You need to be talking to your children, even if let's just say all of your children go back to school virtually. You need to be sitting down with them and saying, little Bobby, I know you're done with your work, but I want to make sure that I'm educating you on wealth. I want to make sure that I'm educating you on building this digital empire. Like, we've got to really, like, because the game has been changed. This traditional education that they're teaching our children, that's not preparing them for jack, but to be normal.
It's trash. Jewel, it is trash what they're teaching our kids in school.
Right.
And thank you for this is a topic that I am so passionate about, and thank you guys for everyone for being patient with me, because look, champions adjust. I had to get a new phone and I got back on, but it's all for Jewel and it's all for you guys, all right? But listen, it all starts from home, and I'm gonna tell you a personal story. I'm from New York City, Queens, okay? And I grew up on a regular block. I mean, you know, everybody was out and about on the street getting into trouble. But my mom was like, no, hold on a second. I'm going to send you to Barbados to a friend's house. I'm going to send you to Bermuda to a friend's house. I'm going to send you to Puerto Rico. I'm going to send you to Colombia. I need you to get cultured, okay? Cultured. And it started with my mother embedding that in my head, that you need to be a good person, point blank and period, okay? It happened with my mom. It happened with my grandma. I saw my grandma 3 jobs, you know, busting her behind, cleaning offices, cleaning this. And my mom seeing that, she got her GED. She got a corporate job. We lived in little studio apartments. My room was the kitchen, but my mom saved enough money to buy a house. And she bought a 2-family house that she could rent the basement. She could rent the 2nd floor, and we live rent-free on the 1st floor. Then what she did is that she bought 14 acres upstate New York. Guess what? 10 years later, she doubled her money. She bought this house at 150, the one in Queens, sold it at 350. Bought the house in upstate New York for 70,000 and then flipped it for 150K. And then that is what my mom did. She got creative. There was 1,000,001 reasons why my mom couldn't make it, but she stuck to one. And that one reason was me. So you got to stick to one reason. And one of my reasons on why I do this is because I got to do this for my mom. The same way she did it for me, I got to do it for my mom. I got to do it for my ancestors. I got to do it to inspire others. Because, guys, here's the reality. I'm a high school and college dropout. I've been bullied. I've been punched. I've been humiliated. I've been everything under the sun. But guys, it starts with you, and it starts with your family, and it starts with the books. Why do you think secrets are in books? Because no one reads the books. A secret is a secret. So therefore, they're going to put the secrets in the books so the secrets can remain secrets, because not too many people read the books. And sometimes you even read the books and it flies by you completely.
Wow.
So hold on. 1 second, Joe. 1 second. I want to talk about the tax breaks. It is foolish for anyone to not get involved in a home-based business because of the Schedule C. Yeah. The Schedule C, you could write everything off. From what you wear, to your haircuts, to your makeup, to the dinners with your homegirls, because you're talking about the business, the travel, the lodging, the mileage, your internet. I mean, guys, the space in your desk space in your apartment or house is a tax write-off. I have personally seen individuals only get back $2,000 off their taxes without a home-based business. And when they put the home-based business, they're getting back $6,000, $7,000, $9,000. Am I right? Yes or yes?
Yes.
So, guys, this is the power of what we are talking about. This is the power of what Jewel is teaching you. Here's the trick. Every single one of you guys need to apply today. Every single one of you need to apply this, because guess what? This energy is blowing your way. There's a reason why you are on this call. It is because God loves you enough to connect you to individuals like Jewel. But guess what? You're not the only son of God. If this energy flows through you, it flows through you and it's going to go to somebody else, because he got to go help other people. So what you do is that you say, hold up, I want this energy for me. Jewel, put me on. This is that energy for me. I love you, God, and I'm grateful. I live in the present moment. The present is the present, and this is the present, and I'm going to take it. Thank you, God, I'm grateful. So apply everything that you are learning right now. Jewel does this. She does this because she cares about every single one. This is how we empower our people.
Yeah.
See, this is something that you need to understand is that Bitcoin, it is the power of the people. It is the money of the people.
Yeah.
There's no Federal Reserve. There's no banking behind it. There's no government pulling the strings. There's no agendas. It is you and I wanting to send each other money, wanting to pay for each other things the way we want to just do it. And that's it.
Yeah. No, that's powerful. That's powerful. And, you know, Ivan, listen, guys, he is built. I don't bring people on here that are just normal people. They are both 7-figure earners because I wanted you guys to hear. And I know Ivan creeping up on that 8. But I wanted to make sure you guys heard and hear the conversation and the mindset behind it. And so, Monet, how much money do you think you've helped people get over this, you know, since COVID has happened? How much money you think total?
Hundreds and thousands of dollars. One person has probably gotten over 300,000 because not only are they applying for the PPP, but they're applying for the IDA as well, the EIDL, which is, you know, the SBA loan. So the PPP may be forgiven, but the SBA loan, you have to pay it back, but it's like 3%. And individuals getting anywhere from $40,000 to $50,000, and their payment is $200 for the next 30 years.
And that's probably going to possible. If it can be forgiven, Monet's going to find the loophole.
You know, I'm already looking. But they give you an advance, like even if you don't qualify, because it is credit based to some extent. But even if you don't qualify for the loan, they're giving you an advance up to the amount of employees you have. So if you have 5 employees, they're going to give you $5,000 and you don't have to pay it back. So why would you not apply?
Exactly. Get that money, because again, you can turn around and invest it like Ivan's talking about with Bitcoin. And Ivan, by the way, how long ago was that when you bought your condo with Bitcoin?
I bought it in 2018, the beginning of 2018, and I got involved in cryptocurrency in 2017.
2007. And do you mind me asking, how much was that condo?
I mean, at that time, I bought it with Bitcoin. So I bought it in Bitcoin, which was, this is a jewel. And we have to correct the story a little bit. Okay, let's correct the story.
Okay, come on, bring it. Correct it.
It's 18 Bitcoins at the time, and each Bitcoin was $15,500. So it was a $300,000 purchase. But my net worth is in the multi-7 figures.
Mm-hmm. Because
yes.
And is it? Do you have most of your assets in crypto?
So I would say it is diversified: crypto, real estate, and technology.
Okay.
So it's an and residual income.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. Monet, your assets. Where would you say most of your assets are in right now?
Real estate.
Yeah.
Real estate.
And now,
like, that's why I love the Millionaires Club, because this is a jewel. Like, we have credit, real estate,
silver now.
Silver, everything that you're doing, I'm doing. So, but definitely real estate, and now silver.
Yeah.
Joel, let me ask you a question. May I?
Yes.
If you knew, name your most popular city that you love to invest in right now.
Detroit.
If you knew, which there was properties that were worth $10K. But let's say if you knew right now that there are properties worth $10,000, and in 5 years, each one of those houses are going to be worth over $100K, how many of those houses would you buy?
A lot, as many as possible.
That is the same thing with Bitcoin. There are 10,000 now, and they are guaranteed in my opinion, to be over $100,000, over $100,000. And I'll explain to you guys why at a later session. We could talk about that. But here's the thing about Bitcoin. Bitcoin and real estate have their pros and cons. But what I love about Bitcoin is that you don't have to get a tenant in the building. You don't have to take out the garbage. You don't have to worry about plumbing and roofing and other stuff. That is what you got to worry about real estate. But the pros about real estate is it's an actual asset that you could have, and you could do all kinds of things with it. They're equally amazing. But I wanted to put that into perspective, that if you knew right now there was homes for $10,000 and that in 5 years they're going to be over 100K, how many would you buy? So put that same ideology into Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen. It's an asset right now that it's going to 10x your investment. And here's the most beautiful part about it. You could buy decimals of a Bitcoin. You could buy $10 of a Bitcoin, $20 of a Bitcoin, 30, 40, 50, $100 of a Bitcoin. Coinbase, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Robinhood. They are follow the money. If these huge firms are getting into cryptocurrency, for us, what does that mean? What do we need to do? We need to be early adopters.
We got to be early adopters. We got to be early adopters. And the United States government just said that they're looking at turning cash into digital, making US digital, which I think is going to be good because it's going to bring more awareness to Bitcoin, and it just adds validity to cryptocurrency being the future. So, I really hope that you guys both, Ivan, I really appreciate your passion, your energy, and, just your willingness, because ultimately you want to see people win. Monet, I'm so grateful to you. You've helped so many people in the club get money from the government. A lot of it will probably be forgiven. And then also, we don't just want to see you guys get money, but we're like, okay, now take that money and now let's multiply it. Let's educate. Let's get engaged so we can set ourselves up. What you trying to say, Bill? What you trying to say?
I just want to say one thing. All right. Think about Jeff Bezos. All right. So first of all, right now you guys are hearing about Bitcoin. Here's a proven fact. You guys are 1% of the whole world that actually knows about Bitcoin. 1%. 1%. That is like internet in 91, where Jeff Bezos took action. Now that you know the power of internet, would you have done would you have done the same that you did, or would you do something different in 91 about the internet? You guys are in that same position right now with cryptocurrency. Now, I want you to think of this. In order to get crazy results, you got to get crazy. Think about Jeff Bezos. His warehouse is robots. They're gonna have Android. What do you call those?
Drones.
Drop off your packages.
Yeah.
Okay. Steve Jobs with this. I'm talking to you guys through an iPhone that it's amazing. We remember the beepers. Remember the big cell phones like this. They used to like weigh like a brick. Okay. In order to get crazy, guys, in order to get crazy results, you guys have to get crazy. So think out the norm. Think outside of having a job. Think outside of just waiting for retirement. Think outside of, this is the last thing I want to say. Just think differently. But look, it is so easy now. This is something my mentor told me. You got to do a little bit more than the rest of the people, and you're going to be successful. And guess what? A lot of people are doing nothing right now. Listen to me. You just got to do a little bit more than them. I went to a barbershop the other day, and guess who's the guy that was working the barbershop? The owner of the barbershop. The other guys were home collecting unemployment. Why would you not collect unemployment and still cut hair? That's how you get ahead. You just got to do a little bit more than everybody else. And you're going to get ahead and do that consistently. I love you guys, Jewel. Thank you so much for allowing me to express myself. It is a pleasure to meet your friend. I will see you guys soon. Next time. Tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Ciao. Have a beautiful evening. See ya.
Bye. Monet, that was good. So let's talk a little bit about, so you're helping everybody get money. Doesn't matter if they have one employee or no employees. as long as what are the requirements in order for them to be eligible for this money?
For the PPP?
Yeah, for the PPP and the SBA. Well, the SBA, is that cutoff done?
No, the SBA is still going to, but it is, like I said, it is depending on your credit. So it's not very strict where you got to have the high 700s, but they do go by your credit. But the good thing about it is if you've applied for it and you got denied, there is an appeal process where you go back and say, well, listen, the reason why my credit bad because I've been sick, I went through a divorce or what have you, and then ask for a reconsideration. And then those people that ask for reconsideration, they're getting approved as well. So almost anybody can really qualify as long as you really have a business, you know, and long as your business was in effect January of 2019.
Okay.
And because those are the financials that they're going to go by, or they're going to ask you about it, you know.
Yeah.
So those are the qualifications.
So basically, they need to have a business with a tax ID, and then they need to have a business account open that matches that tax ID. And it would have had to been by January 2019.
Right. So you don't have to have a business with a tax ID. Actually, you can apply for both. So you can apply as an independent contractor that work in your business. So just say if you own a real estate company, for one, you're a realtor. So you can apply as an independent contractor as a realtor, and then you can go back and apply for your business, the actual real estate company, so you can actually get it multiple times. Like I've helped so many people get this money multiple times. But what's funny is what he just said about a lot of people want to sit at home, and so they don't want to go back to work. And that's the problem that a lot of the business owners are having with the PPP. It's hard to get the employees to come back to work. So that's why I took it upon myself to show them, listen, let's focus on you. Let me show you how to get $20,000 or $10,000 or what have you for you as an independent contractor working inside your own business, for one, and then we'll go back with the loyal employees or the ones that's coming back or the job opportunities that you're creating, and then do that aspect of the PPP. Mm-hmm. So you can do either, you can do both, you can do one, but again, it's available either way.
It's available either way. So,
right.
So the bottom line is, Monet, is we want to make sure that people are getting this money. So that they can take time to do all the stuff that we talked about. Does anybody have any questions? This is a really good session. I hope that it's clear to you on what the state of the economy is. I hope you see options for yourself. This is really a time of huge, huge opportunity. No one should be running in fear or panicking about the future. Now is the time to say, okay, let me get this money. Get with Monet. You can email info@jeweltanker.com. We'll make sure she gets that your name and number. Her team will be calling you, reaching out to you, taking that money and sitting down with a strategy. Okay, I'm going to take this and, you know, buy my first investment property, or take it and buy cryptocurrency, or take it and maybe buy some gold or silver. And then she's going to give you the guidelines, because you just can't take that money and just spend it. You know, there's a strategy to it, but she's going to give you the strategy to make sure that you're compliant with the IRS, because you just can't take the money and then go buy $500 of food from Sam's Club from that account. That has to, she gonna help you know the flow of how that money has to go. So God forbid if you're audited, IRS, any of that, everything is good, everything is above board, everything is clean. Any last things that you want to share with anybody? And anybody have any questions, just throw it in the comments. Any last things you want to share, Monet?
No, other than what you said, just reach out to you so we can do a consultation with the ladies and just get them going. No business left behind. So
no business left behind. And, you know, start saving your silver, start saving your gold, start saving cryptocurrency. I mean, I think this call was clear, and I do believe that right now, and you can Google it, crypto is the fastest growing asset. Even though it's $10,000, you can buy $20 a week or $30 a week or $100 a month, but everybody needs to be saving. Right. Because when it's $250,000, you've missed the wave. And you might say, well, I bought it, you know, when it was 3,600, or I bought it when it was 20,000, and now it's just 10. Well, just hold on to it, because it's going to end up blowing back past 10. And when you start seeing articles like the U.S. is working on digital currency, that lets you know that the validity of crypto is real. And so all that's going to do is help us have more laws that are in favor and them recognizing crypto. Okay, so make sure you get with info@jeweltanker.com to get your loan information. For those of you that are interested in saying, I'm ready to start saving gold or silver, I want you to download the app, Millionaires Club app. If one of the team could put that in the chat. Also, you can get on, become a friend to the Millionaires Network Facebook page. But if you want more information on trading foreign currency, crypto, or gold and silver, all that stuff is on jeweltanker.com, jeweltanker.com, so that you can get those investments going. And what I love, you can do as little as $30. You know, an ounce of silver is $23. A gram of gold is $70. You know, Bitcoin, you can buy $10 a week. The key is with becoming wealthy is you have to start. You got to make the decision. You got to start. Okay, Natasha said, I want the SBA or PPP, but I don't have a business EIN.
That's fine. What type of business does she have? Does she say?
Or she said she doesn't have a business. Oh, she has a business EIN. Okay, what kind of business do you have, Tasha Sharp? So she said the fact you don't have to have an EIN, man, it's just free money. Let's go. Let's go. You don't have to have an EIN.
Yeah, it's powerful. Actually, the people without the EINs are getting approved faster.
She says she does hair in her house.
She still qualifies.
You qualify. All right, get on info@jeweltanker.com. All right, thank you so much, everybody, for joining tonight. I know you guys walked away with some good strategy, good insight. Keep asking questions. If you're not a part of the Millionaires Club, I want to encourage you to join the Millionaires Club. Get on millionairesclub.org to join. It's just $29 a month, but it's going to be this kind of education that's really important that you get. Monet, thank you for jumping on here, sharing your expertise with helping us get money, and trust and believe. If there's a way for that money to be forgiven, Monet will find it. Okay. Now the PPP, that doesn't have to be paid back, right?
Yeah, they're proposing that it doesn't have to be paid back up to $150,000.
That's strong. So guys, as you can see, we got great opportunity here. So thank you, girl. I appreciate you. Thank you guys for jumping on and getting all this great information. Somebody said, what if you're W-2 or 1099?
Do you have a business on the side?
If you have a business on the side, you can reach out to info@jeweltanker.com.
Right.
So you can get this money. Okay. Yeah. If you want to learn how to invest it, get on millionairesclub.org. Okay. Love you guys. Bye. Thanks, Monet. PPP.net. If you pay any payroll, you can get the money. Okay. info@jeweltanker.com. Monet, I'll reach out to you. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Good night. Bye.